All right, everybody, buckle up because it's been a really weird couple of days around here. I live in a 200-year-old New Orleans apartment, just for context. It's in the French Quarter, and to be honest with you, it has been a little bit spooky living here. There have been a couple incidences up until this point, which I will get to later, but I just want to talk about what happened over the last couple of days because it's really freaking the both of us out. So the other day, I posted a video to TikTok that was revealing the color of the living room, just simple stuff. When I recorded it, I went back and I listened to it over and over again to make sure that it all sounded good, it looked good, and then I posted it. Within minutes of it being posted, there were people in the comments telling me that there was a really weird, very aggressive audio glitch on the clip. And there were jokes about like, oh, haha, like the ghosts, they're talking to us and blah, blah, blah. But me, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? There's no glitch on this audio. I cannot hear it. I go down, I talk to my boyfriend. He listens to it. We're both inside of the house. On his TikTok, there's no audio glitch. And then one of my followers, Sarah, was kind enough to send me a screen recording of what she heard on her end. And there were multiple comments, mind you. So I'm going to post her recording and then the recording that I took of what I'm hearing. And color, and that's exactly what we wanted to do when we moved into this 200-year-old apartment with lots and lots of white walls. We initially picked the screen color. It immediately wasn't a good fit. So the great thing about living in New Orleans is that nobody here is afraid to use color, and that's exactly what we wanted to do when we moved into this 200-year-old apartment with lots and lots of white walls. We initially picked the screen color. Okay, so a little freaky, right? I don't know. It can probably be explained away, and you're gonna have to bear with me. This is a long story. If you wanted 2 times the speed, I'll try to talk as fast as I can. So this is unsettling. I was talking about it with Martin, and we were just sort of like, I don't know. It's bizarre. Maybe there was just a glitch in the audio when you put it out there, and it's on TikTok's end. No biggie. But it was bothering me. And I will also add that for the last couple of nights, we have both been having nightmares. So waking up a lot during the night, it's been hot and muggy. As a matter of fact, we've got a tornado warning right now. It's really like weird outside. But we've been having these nightmares, and last night we went to bed and we stayed up until about 1:30, 2 a.m., which is really late, watching TV. We were both kind of fading in and out, falling asleep, waking back up, and at 2 a.m. or so, Martin's like, okay, I'm gonna go brush my teeth, and I was kind of half asleep. So he gets up, walks across the living room, and he yells, oh my God, why did you leave the windows open? Now for context, these are the 2 windows that were open last night. I have this one open right now. They were both latched when I went to bed. We're pretty good about keeping the house locked up because it's kind of a sketchy area with break-ins. So, I mean, these are old windows, they're really sticky, and they have latches here, here, there, and they were wide open. There was no draft in the house, there was no wind last night, nothing else was open, and he did not hear these windows slam open because it looked like they had slammed open. We are both immediately completely freaked out, and Martin goes and looks around the house because the initial thought was that somebody had broken into the house and they were hiding somewhere. It's a big house, it's a dark house, there's dark hallways. Our dog starts growling at the hallway, so we're getting pretty freaked out. She's staring in there very intently. She's awake on the edge of the bed, staring out into the hallway, and she's growling, which she doesn't really growl that often. So really bizarre, but she's done that several times before. She's new, we just got her, we just adopted her. She has been staring at the ceilings, barking, growling out of nowhere. Martin walks around the entire house. I'm really freaked out. My heart sank when he said, oh my God, why did you leave the windows open? Because I was like, I did not. I know that I didn't. It immediately scared me. He walked around, he checked under the beds, he went through the closets in the back, he checked all the locks on the doors. There's nobody in the house. It gets worse. He brushes his teeth. I go and I make sure once again that the house is all locked up. We close the windows, we lock them. I go to brush my teeth. Martin comes back into bed, and I get back in bed, we fall asleep. We wake up again 2 hours later. I go to the bathroom again. I drink a lot of water. Go to the bathroom again, and when I come back in, Martin is sitting up in bed, and he's really startled. And he says, were you not just in here? And I said, what? I was in the bathroom on the other side. He said, I saw you standing in the corner, and I said, Katie, why don't you come back to bed? You need to come get into bed. And you didn't say anything, and you walked to the other side of the room. He's also blind, by the way, so this was like a shadow. He had his glasses on. Walked to the other side of the room, and then I realized that it wasn't you because you were coming in the room. This man is a German engineer. He is very practical. He's not like a woo-woo ghost kind of guy. So he was really startled. And then we started talking about the other experiences that we had had. There have been a couple others. When I moved into the house, which I think I've told this story on here before, when we moved into the house, the first week that we were here, the house was really empty. At night, I was in the bathroom washing my face. There's mirrors everywhere. He was on the other side of the house. I'm washing my face. I hear Martin say, "Hey, what are you doing?" I look up. I turn around. Shadow. Nobody's there. I go to the other end of the house, look around. There's Martin. And I said, "Did you just ask me what I was doing?" And he said, "No. Of course I didn't. I was down here." He was confused. This is the first of a few incidences in the bathroom. Martin saw a pair of disembodied legs at 4 a.m. one night, sitting on the toilet. For more context, the toilet is surrounded by mirrors. It's very unsettling in itself, so at night it's a little scary. These are all things up until this point that I could have explained away as just eyes playing tricks on us. The beginning of this, before I posted the video the other day, when we started doing the painting, I was home alone. I was in the bedroom working. The dog was with me, and I saw shadows dancing under the door. Like it was nighttime. It looked like there was a mouse running back and forth, which around here in New Orleans, like big deal. Okay, there might be a mouse in the house. We've seen them before. I don't know. But then the weirdest thing was, the door's cracked open. I see a shadow that looks like a mouse run across the floor. This is another thing, like maybe I was tired, maybe my eyes were playing tricks on us, but this sort of got the ball rolling on this series of events with the window open. So I don't know. The audio glitch thing is really freaking me out. I'm sure that somebody on here is gonna be like, dude, it's explainable, it happens all the time. I get that. But the windows being open last night was not so good. And I am just curious, like we obviously need to cleanse this place again. I'm wondering if anybody knows of any good local people that they would recommend in the New Orleans area to come over and take a look. We've got a paranormal investigator downstairs, so maybe we should talk to him. I don't know. It's kind of silly, right? Like, I'm somebody who's not like a massive believer in this kind of stuff, but I have had some things happen over the years where you're like, oh, that's weird. But this last night was really unsettling. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think.